Good morning to all traders and welcome to another daily marketing insights video provided to you by Orbex. Here is Stavros at our offices in Lemosos. Investors seem to have come back from Monday's bank holiday a little bit worried about the US-China trades, a re-escalation, I would say. And after an obvious spillover from German bond yields to the US bond yields, as evident from Euro's decline. Now, while a number of risk assets were weakening, market participants reallocated on safe haven yen, and that moved two crosses lower, euro yen and pound yen. Will this continue? Well, technically speaking, there seems to be a little more room to move to the downside, but how long this is going to last, we're going to see in a minute on the charts. Let's have a look on the calendar for the day. We have the French GDP quarter-on-quarter figures coming out, and some other data from France in general, some not as major data from Germany, unemployment rate, unemployment change as well. And of course, the most important event for the day, the highlight for the day, is the Bank of Canada interest rate decision that is going to affect the prices of any CAD-related pairs. Now, starting with Euro-Yen daily chart. Okay, so as you can see, we are here sitting on a pretty much wave that it's either, I think it looks like this is going to go lower for another wave, fifth wave to the downside. Okay, so it feels like that we're going to have something like that. That is a very long term, of course, and at the medium term, because we are looking now at being on a triangle pattern, symmetrical pattern on wave 4. This A, B, C, D, E, pretty much correction of ABC waves, 3333 seems to have another wave to complete, okay? So what I would be looking from here is prices to move a little bit lower to take these orders out, and then from there move to wave E. And this is where we can start looking for further clues. Most likely we are going to move for a fifth impulse to the downside. We do get some bearish signals, both RSI and MACD on the daily longer term from that perspective. Now, if we go down to the 2 hours, we are seeing, again, we are on a corrective wave. Okay, so since this is a impulse to downside, now probably are looking for prices to start moving up for a correction, okay, ABC. Now this ABC correction seems to be, this is a flat, and then we'll have a double zigzag to the downside. So I'll be expecting prices to move a little bit lower, maybe to 121, where we have a confluence level. That would be pretty much the where the prices will meet this ascending trend line, excuse me. And also it's very close to the 161 extension of the first zigzag. Okay, so we could be expecting also prices to move below 120. I wouldn't be surprised, but from here I believe is where we can start looking for prices to complete wave, corrective wave C up, and there, of course, is where we can start looking for further clues. That has the possibility to go even up to 129, given, of course, that we get another good two signals from MACD and RSI down here, of course, because we really need a good push to break above that level. Now on the pound has a similar pattern, okay, but we're not on the. It doesn't look like on the 4-hour chart we are actually looking to pretty much reversing and continuing higher rather than correcting. Okay, we are indeed in a corrective wave, but from here to there, if we take this as an impulse, and this will be the correction, then this is where we can start looking for buys. That will be wave 1, that will be wave 2, so we're looking at wave 3 of an impulse. So it's a similar sort of scenario in the short term. We're looking again at prices to stop and move higher from here, but in this case, this is not a corrective wave, this is an impulse wave. So we're looking at prices breaking above the 148, 449 in the longer term. Okay, so as you can see, we have done a 5-wave upside, and now we are on the ABC. This, as you see, is the extension of the first wave, 138.34, and prices have already reached that level. Now, a tiny bit lower is where we have the Fibonacci extension, 61.8, from this impulse wave to the upside, okay? And this is the level where I believe we can start seeing bulls stepping in, okay? We do get 2 very good signals on the RSI and MACD, and this is positive and supporting the scenario just discussed. Now, on the 60 minutes time frame, we are looking at this impulse to indeed finishing down here. MACD and RSI give us signals, and of course, this is also a double wave to the to the downside, excuse me. And here we're looking at wave 5. We're looking at an ending triangle. Okay, so we'll have A, B, C, D, E, and from here is when we can start looking for prices to move higher. After this, probably we're looking at move to the downside and then move all the way back up, because as we said, this is an impulse on the longer term, correction indeed in the shorter, medium term. Okay, so we'll pay attention to those two, and also what's happening with safe haven flows. Thank you for watching for another day. If you like the video, of course, hit the like button. I would recommend, as always, you keep an eye on our blog, is where we cover the latest news, publish trading ideas, and provide all the necessary tools a trader needs.